Hey guys, this week I've got loads of cool new gear for you. I show you how you can recreate the legendary sound of Queens of the Stone Age, and I've got a really cool tool for you if you want to make some creative music. Let's get it on. Queens of the Stone Age, one of my most time favorite bands. The record Songs for the Deaf didn't just blow my mind, it was also highly awarded, and Dave Grohl played drums on it. You can hear him yelling on the third track, which is called Song for the Deaf, in between of two riffs. Not just songwriting wise, but also sound wise, this album is so unique. Overstamping rhythms to punkish guitars, to sounds that sound like an elephant dies or something. You can find a lot of creative sounds on that album and also on the new one. The sound spectrum of Queens of the Stone Age in general and on this album is enormous. My personal favorite track from the Songs for the Deaf album is Hanging Tree, with the wonderful voice of Mark Lanigan, which is one of my favorite vocalists because he has a gnarly and in-your-face voice that just gives me goosebumps. Now, gearnews.com made a whole article about how to recreate the legendary sound of Queens of the Stone Age. Just follow the link under the video and find out what the guys from Quotza are using to record their LPs. The Walrus Audio Canvas Passive Reamp allows guitarists and musicians or sound engineers to record dry and reamp at any time later via an amp. This is a great tool, but also a tool that should be handled with care. Why? Well, let's have a listen to my friend and mentor Henning Pauli, what he says about the topic reamping.
Don't reamp, because it's dumb. And I will say this many times while I show you how to reamp. I actually think it is not how music should be created. I'm sorry. It is, so what is reamping? Well, you're recording a DI signal, so you're recording a direct out of the guitar into the computer without any guitar equipment in between, into a high Z input, possibly on your audio interface, or a DI box, like the Canvas DI from Walrus Audio.
And I agree with him. If you record your guitar sound, you do that on a certain purpose, and reamping should always be the last step when there's no other way around. But let's see what the pedal's good for. Walrus Audio new Canvas Passive Reamp does as the name suggests and allows musicians to reamp a clean, dry signal through an amp and effects at later date. And that can be done with any kind of instrument. Henning shows in this video how you can use the reamp box, not just the traditional reamping way, but also work really creative with this pedal. Like for example, sending a drum loop through the signal.
Only room drum track here, which is way cool already. So we actually took the drums out, only used the room and compressed the shit out of it. It's way cool for this part.
Hey, gotta read between the lines, there is no rest and no release.
And I can send that to the canvas as well because I made a send pre-fader. Gonna take this down so we don't hear it. And now it's going just the same way into the pedal, but we're gonna make it a little bit more interesting. So let's go back on the table. So after the macro dose, we now have the Eventide H90 also in there for some crazy shenanigans. I called up the polyphony shimmer thing, so let's see what that sounds like. That's a polyphonic delay bullshit something.
The reamp box is at about $180, and It's definitely worth it. You should definitely check it out. You can find it in all the stores of your retailers. Yvette Young has shared some pretty sweet custom artwork and hand-painted a Fender Acousosonic for Julian Baker. The artwork was shared on Yvette's Instagram account. Have a look at this. This is so beautiful. The Acousosonic is going off to the lovely Julian Baker. It was an absolute honor and I hope it brings her much joy and inspiration on and off stage. It makes me happy to be able to paint again. I've been deep in touring and writing, but I love to open guitar and painting commissions again slowly. I think I can handle a month right now. So maybe we could see some cool new artwork from the covered guitarist soon. With a total of 199 effects, 52 amps and 50 cabinets available, Hotone presents the Ampero Mini. The microphone types and the position on the cabinets can be freely chosen as well. And those who are not satisfied with it can load in their own IRs. It also contains a drum machine with over 100 patterns and a looper with 100 seconds of mono or 50 seconds of stereo loop time. The USB-C port changes firmware as well as the presets in the editor. The 2 foot switches can either switch the presets or activate the looper. Interesting is the pure touch operation on the 4-inch display, which boasts a super smooth operation and can detect scrolls via dragging your finger across the screen. At the back, in addition to the standard input and output, which also handles stereo via a Y cable, there is also an expression and control connection with which you can connect your own foot controller or foot switch. Plus, there are headphones, aux in, each with a 3.5mm small jack, and finally a master volume control. The Hotone Mini Amp will be available in 6 different colors, but currently only the variant in vanilla can be pre-ordered for $229 in all the stores or on the page directly. Link in the description. The new PRS Myles Kennedy signature model has been in the pipeline for a long time. In fact, he was spotted playing the prototype of the guitar on live events over the last year. Kennedy's signature model has a swamp ash body, the bolt-on neck with 25.5 scale length, contains 22 fret and a maple fretboard. The guitar comes fitted with 2 PRS narrowfield MK pickups, which are a bit more humbucker voiced when compared to the also released Ep.3. The controls consist of a 5-way switch with a volume and a tone controls, plus a preset tone roll-off for the treble pickup, bringing the higher frequencies down to a slightly darker tone. This is active in positions 1 to 4. Hardware includes the PRS style bridge made of steel with brass saddles. This is paired with a set of PRS vintage style locking tuners. It is available in antique white, black hunter's green, tricolor sunburst and natural finishes. MSRP is here $28.99 in US dollars. A scaled down version of Eddie Van Halen's Frankenstrat guitar that young Eddie once played in the famous video of Hot for Teacher is now up for sale. For those unfamiliar with the infamous Hot for Teacher video, the prop guitar makes its appearance at the 125 mark as young Eddie, played by child actor Brian Hitchcock, sits on his desk with a tiny 6-string strapped across his shoulder. As it stands, this non-playable version of Van Halen's red, black and white guitar currently lists for a price of about $219,875, which is hardly a surprise given that the original Frankenstrat was recently sold for $3.9 million. Also included in the sale are the outfit of young Eddie, 3 call sheets from the video shoot, a large color photograph of Hitchcock and Eddie posing with their guitars on the shoot, 30 small color photos, some Polaroids, and 3 contemporary music magazines featuring articles and photos on the filming video. Heads up, pedalboard enthusiasts. Mono has just launched a brand new power supply unit to make your board wiring easier than ever. The unit is available in small, medium and large versions with 5, 6 or 10 isolated noise outputs. The Mono power supply provides reliable power via high current outputs with an input filter, multi-stage output filters, ensuring an extremely low noise floor while maintaining energy efficient operation. For guitars with more sprawling pedal boards, 2 power supplies can be connected together. Additionally, on the medium and large models, there is a handy USB out, which can power a small mono power supply or even charge a phone. The small, medium and large versions of the power supply are priced at $129, $179 or $229 respectively, and are available either through the homepage of Mono or through your favorite retailer. That's all, folks. Enough gear for this week. I hope you had a great time with me. If you did, please leave a like on the video, leave a comment on the video, leave a sub, and put on the push notifications so that you're not missing out any of my videos. Guys, see you next week and bye.